Hello everybody, and welcome back to more of this World of Warships series. Today, at time of recording, no episodes have gone live yet, but some will go live in like an hour and a half at time of recording. For you guys, that'll probably be like multiple weeks ago this is taking place. That's kind of the thing with a series like this. I'm going to be recording many episodes in one day, so almost nothing that's actually actively going on in the game is going to matter. One thing I will address immediately, because it's the hot topic right now, is this ship, Hildebrand. We're not going to care about it. We're not paying for it. And gonna be real, I probably used up all of my luck for the rest of the year on my main account getting this thing out of 6 containers. It's alright. Like, there's so many CCs right now who are complaining to the highest heavens about how overpowered Hildebrand is. I'm going to be completely honest. This is a hybrid battlecruiser. This is the most dangerous part of the entire ship. This paired with its 6-kilometer hydro. It has really good range. Maybe not for a tier 10, but good enough range. If you really don't feel like this range is long enough, you can augment it. That's a pretty fast reload for 305s. They hit pretty hard. These are just a bonus. Yes, these torpedo bombers reload very quickly. They do. They also tickle. They also have almost no HP. They're not a threat. These bombers... yeah, they pack quite a punch. For anyone who doesn't feel like doing math, that aircraft preparation is 5 minutes. Battles are only 20 minutes long. You're only getting about 4 reloads out of this thing. Mostly because even at fastest reload, it's still 4.25 minutes. You're not making it to the 5th reload in a 20-minute battle. You're just not doing it. Not unless you get a lot of Adrenaline Rush built up, and I don't think Adrenaline Rush actually helps you. I don't see Hildebrand actually being that powerful, but if we had a few doubloons, I might consider getting these first 3 containers, because there is some stuff in here we wouldn't mind having, like the silver, the experience stuff, the premium time would be pretty nice. The camos I could do without, because I just don't care about camos. But, you know, the economic bonuses, you know, that kind of stuff would be nice, but we don't have the doubloons for it, so we're just not gonna care. If I do get the doubloons, I might open a few. Maybe I'll get lucky in the first 3 containers, and we'll get Hildebrand. If that happens, cool. If it doesn't, cool. I have it on my main if anyone's ever interested in seeing it. I will still be streaming this game while doing this series. Probably a mix of this account and the other account. There is a good number of players online right now, so with that decently long ramble out of the way, let's see if I can finish off this experience grind, and then we will start grinding silver. And, you know, of course, the moment I start recording is the moment my cat starts fussing up. That's a lot of destroyers. But, oh no, there's an aircraft carrier, so obviously I'm going to have a horrible game. It's going to be absolutely horrible. I'm not going to be able to play the game at all. This is going to be the worst experience ever. Totally. And I mean, it theoretically could be. That is a Ranger. They are decent at keeping destroyers spotted. Decent. Wow, my computer's having issues. Okay. But, game's still working fine. It's just my game might crash. Recording is hopefully still going fine as well. Everything looks like it's still going fine. It's just... yeah, I might... hold on. The audio's probably gonna derp out here for a second. Because everything's about to go very quiet as I... let's try just quitting Wallpaper Engine. See if that helps any. Ah, we got someone who's a bit premature on the other team. Yeah, that didn't help any. I could have kept my animated backgrounds. Oh, well. I have wallpaper engine purely so I can have backgrounds with a clock on them. Okay, I'm gonna head kind of south here. I didn't actually check. I am 5'4". The other Minikaze is equal. The Kamikaze is equal. And I outspot the submarine. Only just. The submarine will be on the other flanks, so I really don't have to care there, but yeah, I really don't want to be opening up on this guy. Or that guy. That's going to be a problem. I believe I've mentioned this before, but Kamikaze is basically a pre-nerf Japanese destroyer. It is immensely powerful. Man, this Gallant is kind of cramping my style. He is gonna die. I was gonna try and get over to him and give him some smoke, but not much point. And again, of course, the moment I start is when my cat starts. She has learned what OBS looks like. And has learned that she can really drive me nuts by causing problems. Hello, Kamikaze. I might die right here. Maybe? No, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna take the opportunity to shoot at him a little more. He outguns me, though, which isn't cool. He has more DACA than I do. Ooh, I think OBS almost crashed. That's fun. And the Vostros is keeping me spotted. Yeah, see, this is the problem. I keep spotting destroyers and nobody's shooting at them. Spotting only gets you so far. You kind of need your team to act on that spotting for it to actually be valuable. That's kind of the problem here. Without my team acting on it, me doing any of this spotting literally does not matter. Like, there's the Vostros. Wanna shoot at him, Dallas? You wanna shoot at him, Dallas? You wanna shoot at him, Dallas? The Dallas isn't even looking this way. Anyone want to shoot him? All stations, concentrate fire on the target. All stations. How long does a destroyer need to be spotted before people shoot it? Jesus. There we go. I mean, I would love to go and try to counterspot the Kamikaze, but There's not much I can do in that regard. So I'm just doing what I can to keep the destroyers spotted. Real winners on this team. At least on this flank. The other flank's going great. Like, shit, they're doing amazing down there. But this flank, they have all the spotting they could ever want. It's not enough for them, it seems. I'm about to get shot at because that other team knows what it's doing, and yeah, see, even their destroyer is like, hey, I'm gonna shoot at him. But now that he's shot, I can do that, or I can't because everyone to the south is dead. Let's aim for roughly where he might be. Let's see what I can do here. Nah, he made too much of a turn. Man, it's so great of them to be having a great battle in the south. I need to put that fire out. I can't win this gunfight on my own. And I have no support. All I can hope to do is wiggle and survive for as long as possible. How do you think I feel? Come on, little buddy. Help! Now, come on. You know those torpedoes are coming, and they're super obvious. You better not get hit by them. You also better shoot him. Your guns should be more than reloaded by now. Come on. Thank you. Took you bloody long enough. Real winners on this flank. I don't like getting mad at low tiers, but at the same time, like, he is on, like, no health left. I'm gonna eat that torpedo. Yep. No, I won't. Anyone who knows the clicking sound, I was... When there is a destroyer spotted, I don't care what else you can see. You shoot the destroyer. It is the most powerful ship on the battlefield. It does not matter what else is around. It doesn't matter if that other ship is showing you the most perfect broadside for your battleship. You shoot the destroyer, because you know what? You may never get another chance to shoot that destroyer. You need to take that opportunity when you have it, or you may never get it again. And I really wish people would understand that. Like, gonna be a win, a real shitty win, because team. It's the problem with playing destroyers, is you will go insane. Like, Nothing I did there was wrong. My aim was a bit off near the end, but I was also fighting with this short main battery range to try to lead shots. But the fact that Dallas just derped around and died, the Baron, rather than shoot at the Vostros, was like, nah, I'd rather take some pot shots at that Rio de Janeiro down the way that's not doing anything. You know, and then died to torpedoes because he wasn't helping fight the torpedo threats. But yeah, for an example as to what kamikaze is, it's this, but with much faster reloading torpedoes. I believe they're faster reloading anyway. They're detected far closer to your ship. They travel faster. I believe they deal more damage. The main gun mounts, I believe, are the B variant. So the upgraded variant. Which isn't a huge difference, but, you know, a bit faster. Like, it's basically just Minakaze, but before the Japanese nerfs. Which was predominantly to their torpedoes, because they were a bit absurd. I'm not convinced that's actually going to get us to our XP we need, so I'm going to take Mitsuki in again. Battle. Great way to start a recording session, eh? I also hope this recording goes well. When OBS has derped out the way it derped out here while I was streaming, everything was fine. But yeah, this is what I was expecting going back to Tier 4, so it's getting dragged up into Tier 5 games, but it doesn't seem to happen. Okay, that's Russian. No, that's German. I always get that confused. That's the battle cruiser. Okay. That's Dutch. Deutsch. Now, let's see. Will I have support? Please just press W. I can't blame the Omaha if he wants to just tuck up at this island here. I won't blame him. The Agincourt just presses W. Has some faith in his friendly destroyer. I also hope that the Rhine sends its planes over here. Because that would be very helpful. The Rhine finally launched some planes. Is going in reverse. Don't do that in carriers. What he should be doing right now is moving up to this island and probably facing this direction. So basically autopiloting around like that so that he can move this way once we win this flank, if we win it. And if we don't, he still has room to turn around and leave. What he's doing, however, is putting himself out of the fight. The further away from the enemy he is, the longer it's going to take him to cycle his aircraft, and thus the less damage he's going to get. Königsberg, there is no need to do that. Those might be torpedo bombers, but there is no need to do that. Okay, let's get my stern pointed towards them. Those torpedoes might actually find home. Oh, no, not quite. Ow. Come on, guys. Guys. The destroyer. The dangerous thing. The player base of this game is going to be the reason I go gray. Hey, I got fire. That's pretty neat. Agincore. There is a tiger right there. Your secondaries are nice, but he's probably launched torpedoes at you. I'm gonna drift out of the cap. Oh, look, of perfectly avoidable damage. If he had just shot the tiger. Yeah, I'm gonna help with the Mitsuki. Which, you know, I could have helped better against the tiger and Phoenix if this Mitsuki had already been dealt with. My guns decided they didn't want to do anything. Agincore's probably dead. Oh no. Almost ate a face full of those torpedoes, though. Looks like the Omaha might. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't understand. Like, I get this is server differences. I really do. On North America, in that exact same situation, that enemy destroyer would have been dead before I was spotted. Like, people know to shoot destroyers on North America. But I guess because they don't give you the big damage numbers, you can't shoot them. Why would you want to do that? Like, they're bothering my eye. That Koenig looks like it's going for the ram. Kind of hope they deal with it. I suppose I do still have a full kilometer of detection here, but I don't want to open fire on it. It has secondaries. Oh, let's come grab B. Continue making my way over towards A, where we have handily lost. Like, just look at how long it's taking that Rhine to get its torpedo bombers into the fight. I kind of want to get into an aircraft carrier just so I can start that painful grind. But I want to get a few tier 6s going so we have variety for doing operations with. That is my basic goal. Oh, there's a Julio Cesare down here. That explains a lot. Got a little derp flinger up there. It flings derp. I will try to get less salty at teammates, but man... It's honestly a perfect example of spotting only matters when your team actually acts on it. Which is such a rare thing that is basically why, you know... what is the get back command? That's what it is. I'm gonna dump some torpedoes that way, just in case. But my torpedoes should be reloaded in time to deal with anyone coming out the south here. But it looks like they got 4 battleships coming out the south. And our Rhine is just sitting there. He's pretty fast, if I remember right. Yeah, 26 knots. He could get away. He's probably not going to, though. He's also detected it, I suppose, only 9 kilometers. It's still pretty far. I do not want to get spotted by that, Monteculi? What, how? The Monty. I don't want to get spotted by it. Because it has a funny round called Semi-Armor Piercing. What Semi-Armor Piercing does is basically wreck destroyers and lightly armored ships. So, yeah. Not exactly something I want to be dealing with. Will I get any hits on the Piotr Veliki? Yes, I got 1. And he damage conned it for some reason. Like, my guy, you know there's a destroyer out here, right? Yeah. Or maybe he doesn't. He was just turning to get his guns off. I do wish these torpedoes were a little faster. Not asking for much, just like 4 more knots. Yep, 70. Because that would be funny. It would be overpowered. Did he damage control again? Like, I get you have Russian damage control, my guy, but still. If he eats a flood from those torpedoes there, he's gonna be in some trouble. I mean, we're in some trouble, even though, you know, they took care of the aircraft carrier, because aircraft carriers are not as powerful as people like to think they are. Crap. My AA guns are on. How did I forget those on? Don't know why he did that. Those rockets would have worked a lot better on the cruiser. And now he's gonna drop the bombs on the cruiser, isn't he? See, the problem here is there is only so much I can do, because I can't open up on the Monty. I just can't. I will die. So I think I just have to leave our Rhine to his fate, because I can't go back to help him, and the cruiser is sailing the opposite direction from me, so I literally can't do anything about him. With how slow these torpedoes are, I'd have to be at about 4 kilometers to torpedo that cruiser. And at that point, I'm well detected, and it just ain't gonna go well. The only thing that might get us the win is if I can get into B, slow their points gain, and then get over into A and capture that without anyone dying. And I'm not going to be able to capture B because that Königsberg turned around. And there goes the König. I guess I'll be going for A then. I gotta hand it to the Königsberg. He knows to just back off. Rhine, how... The Rhine has just given up. Well, that ain't good. Because now the points have flipped the other way. And the Königsberg was smart enough to slow down. That ain't good. Our carrier's dead. He just is. I might be able to get a decent score out of this. The bonus is you make the same credits on a victory as you do on a loss, so credits-wise, this battle is the same for me. Given their positions and the time left, though, I might still be able to squeak this out as a win. Maybe. Probably not, but, you know. And see, here's the problem. Over here was basically mostly teammates dying. They pushed into open water and gave the enemy team positions that were behind and around islands. You don't do that. You don't push the enemy spawn. That is probably the dumbest thing you could do. Hey, our carrier still has some planes up. I want to see if I can make him think I'm heading north. That Monty's gonna hop into C, isn't he? Because he can probably think and breathe at the same time. Yep. Could only carry so hard. I apologize, I'm not really talking a huge amount. There's not much to talk about. Most of this will probably just get cut out. Man, 2 just garbage games in a row. I'll survive it, though. That man has his hydro up. That man had his hydro up. Could only carry so hard. Jeez. Hey, I completed the mission to cause damage. Basically did that in one battle. Like, you can only do so much with a team like this. And I did as much as I could. That's all I could really do. And yeah, of course that other one was my first win of the day. That is, however, the experience to unlock Fubuki. I don't have the credits for Fubuki. Yeah, I need like 1.4 more. I'd also want the upgrades, but that would get me the silver for it, but... yeah, no. Silver here. Signal flags, though. I'll take some signal flags. I'm actually going to, because we just got a bunch of those. I want more economic rewards. Let's get a few of these going. Because, well... yeah. We kind of need silver. We're in a bit of a need of silver. And economic boosters. So... let's just open all of these. Hey, we get 100k. Got a bunch of pieces of the collection. Any of these bits completed? Probably not. I think none of these give anything worthwhile. No. But that puts us a little further along. Where we do just need silver now. I might, in the next episode, just do some operations. Because we do have Ize. Or I could just do random battles, to be fair. Random battles would probably also work. So. We have some symbols. We have some patches. I don't care about any of them. Yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. And hopefully I'll see you back here in the next one. And hopefully we'll have some better battles. See you then.